All right, guys, welcome back. So obviously you can tell it's a different day. We just got back from playing locals. This is our second locals now with the same deck profile. So we went Friday. We played a couple games with the deck, and then today, Sunday, 5th of May, Happy Cinco de Mayo. We played with the same build, and we're just gonna have a discussion on what I thought about the deck, things I'm changing based off how things performed. And yeah, so as you can see right here, I believe you guys can see that. Yeah, as you can see right here, these are the cards I want to talk about. Let's discuss my siding patterns and what's changing. The deck performed really well. I went 2-1 on Friday, and again I played another locals yesterday, and I went 3-1. So really good performance. I have noticing that I need to change. The super poly not coming up as often as I want, which is kind of nice because that means I can change my extra deck a little bit, and we'll kind of talk about that. The first main change of the deck is going to be siding the 3 super poly and maining the enemy controller. So let's go ahead and do that. So these 9 D ship or D barrier, Black Olafs, Duster, and 2 Lightning Storms performed just fine. So I'm keeping them there. But Super Poly is getting sided, and I've decided to main the 3 enemy controllers. That's the first big change in the deck. Enemy controllers seem to come up really big when people kept hitting my diviner, kept hitting my low. So enemy controller lets me play through. So definitely doing that. So then from the main deck, the changes is 1 talents, 1 there can only be 1. I am cutting the there can only be 1 just because I never saw it, and 2 I feel like when I would see it, I'd rather have engine, or 2 it's if I'm in a position where I can play that card, probably already winning, so don't really need it. And my locals tends to play a lot of rogue, a lot of Horus and stuff, and it just doesn't come up as often. So Golden Lord, this is the Golden Lord that was in my side deck. I'm still maining the other one. It's doing just fine. I don't need to though, especially with Cosmic Cyclones that we'll talk about. So I am cutting this from my side deck. So this is getting cut from the side. So next, what is next? So the 2 Cosmic Cyclones. So I am maining 2 Cosmic Cyclones because of my locals again. Just hitting field spells, hitting stun. It's really big at my locals, so I need something to interact with them because I got hit with the secret village earlier, and the only way I could play was going into relinquish enema. But if I didn't have enema, I would have been locked out, and if they prevented my enema or got rid of it somehow, I don't know what I would have done to play through that game. So I think Cosmic comes up a lot, and I would definitely main this. So let's see if those ratios are correct. So we got 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. So side deck is ready. So I guess the option is here. Do we play the pot or do we play the talents? Talents is already a good ratio at 2. Pot, I'm playing 1. I think it's important to see our engine, so we'll probably do the pot. We'll keep it. Let's talk about the extra decks. So there was one change from the deck profile that I did was I cut 2 of my super poly targets because I was able to see the secure Gardena or find a secure Gardena. So I was able to run these 2. So I basically just cut Starving Venom Fusion and the Draco Equist. So I was able to play this, and this was awesome. This came up big and basically created an unbreakable board, and my opponent just scooped because we were just so good. Chaos Angel won me 2 games in those 7 matches that I played, and it's just a really good card. I'm really happy I got that part of my engine. Let's see, Mud Dragon comes up a lot. This helped me pretty much with that Secret Village thing. The fact that it's a spellcaster comes up huge. Never use these 2. I still keep them just in case, but I never had to use them. I tend to always send Archaea off my diviner, but I like to have him, and he's also flex because he can be a super poly target. Let's see, Garura was made once. I never used these 2, but they're really good to have, especially because there's a lot of branded in my locals. So IPSP, you guys know how broken they are. Dynamundo won me 2 games. Crazy card, it's good at 1. Access Code and Typhon. Never went into both of these. So I kind of want to add a Charmer, but I don't know how important that is. The reason I want to do a Charmer, like probably Lina, is to have another spellcaster on top of the Relinquished Enema. But what to cut? I have not played any Fire King at all, and this is really for the IP Apo combo. So it might be this guy. And I bring in my Lina, which I have right here. Yeah, so these are two I cut. And we'll bring in Lina. So that'll be the next deck we play. One thing, you might have seen it right here, I did pick up was the three ostinatos. So we are thinking about maybe going into the Melodious engine. So we have the Odd Eyes, the Matchas, and the Melodious cards. So the theory with this is I still need Beyond the Pendulum, so I won't play this until I have a Beyond the Pendulum. But this is a small engine and then 5 extra deck cards that you run. It's just a 1 card combo. It doesn't use your normal summon. I would have to cut 5 cards, so I'd probably have to cut my Super Poly. I'd probably cut the Super Polys and all my Super Poly targets if I do that. But I still have to practice with this, so I'm not going to run it anytime soon. But yeah, those are my updates on the deck profile. We were able to go 3-1 today and performed really great. I think having the Dynamundo is really big. Anima, the Chaos Angel, you almost never use your extra deck really, but when you have to, the ones that we have are good. I wish I would have used access code, but never really needed it. So yeah, these guys are getting cut. This is the deck I'm going to run with Tuesday, and hopefully we perform just as good, if not better.